Last night, we reported on the rising number of stolen cars in the United States. Tonight, we're focusing on where some of those cars are ending up after they're swiped off the street. CNBC's Andrea Day spoke with officials at one of America's busiest ports about what they're doing to cut down on this crime.
How much money are we talking about just here in front of us?
Right here, I'm going to say around $500,000-600,000.
Big money in this game.
Big money to be made.
This warehouse at the Port of New York, New Jersey, is a major shipping hub for stolen car rings.
Over here we have stolen cars.
Hot Wheels, taken from unsuspecting car owners across America to be sold overseas. Officer Dean Panzarino.
Very high-end cars, 2020 G-Wagon Mercedes. We have a Land Rover. We have two BMW, an X5 and X3, two brand-new pickup trucks.
The BMW and Benz, he says, stolen in Illinois. The Toyota in Houston, Texas. Then loaded in shipping containers and via truck or train headed for the port. After that, a one-way trip to a port in West Africa to be sold for a hefty profit. But these were intercepted by U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
This is the busiest seaport in the nation for recovery of stolen cars that are being exported.
Is the shipping crisis slowing it down at all?
Not at all.
Panzarino leads the team that flags and searches containers, looking to uncover illegal exports.
What we have here is a container that was targeted most likely for possible stolen cars. Right now we see furniture, but behind this wall that we're looking at, there could be stolen cars.
Where was this container headed?
Heading to West Africa.
How many cars potentially could fit onto this 40-foot container?
Normally you'll see 3 at the most. It's like a cat and mouse game with the bad guys, the crooks, and us getting it going out.
And even while legitimate companies struggle with backed up supply chains and rising shipping costs, car thieves are shifting into overdrive.
They're doing it more.
This Rolls-Royce and this BMW i8, both stolen and intercepted at the port.
During the pandemic, we actually saw an increase in stolen cars being exported.
So somehow, in the middle of a global shipping crisis, the criminals are still able to get stolen cars moved out of this port?
Yes.
He says the number of stolen cars intercepted at this port steadily rising from 2017 and even through the pandemic in 2020, up 50%.
Might cost them more to ship it out because the price of shipping a container is quadrupled, if not more. What it was $3,000 pre-pandemic, now they're paying probably $20,000 to $30,000 to export that container.
Money, he says, stolen car rings can pay because the supply of legit cars is so low and demand is through the roof. So these hot rides command a hefty premium overseas.
It's costing them more money, but they're making more money. They get the cars for free. Sky's the limit.
And Kelly, Officer Panzarino's team, they just crunched those latest numbers, and they are now seeing a drop in the number of stolen cars intercepted at his port. But he says other ports around the country, like Miami, Philly, and Delaware, they are all seeing an uptick. Now, that makes him think that criminals are now moving to different ports and try to get those cars shipped overseas. Kelly?
A confluence of factors, but some fascinating numbers. Andrea, thank you so much today.